When Iron Man premiered in 2008, audiences saw the birth of a cinematic universe and the rebirth of a man. For Robert Downey Jr., Tony Stark wasn't just a role, it was a reflection. The character's story of self-destruction, genius, and redemption mirrored Downey's own path from chaos to clarity. But hidden within that blockbuster origin story is a deeply personal Easter egg, a Burger King cameo that quietly symbolizes the moment Downey took his life back. Before his triumphant return, Downey's life had unraveled in a very public way. Through the 1990s and early 2000s, he battled addiction, arrests, and stints in rehab. Hollywood, once enamored with his brilliance, had written him off as unreliable. He later described one of his lowest moments in 2003, sitting alone in a car filled with drugs, ready to relapse. Then came an unlikely trigger, a stop at Burger King. He ordered a meal, took one bite, and was hit with disgust, not just at the food, but at himself. "I thought, this is disgusting," he would recall, realizing in that instant how far he had fallen. He threw the drugs into the ocean and vowed to get clean. That greasy cheeseburger became an unlikely symbol of clarity, a jolt that reminded him his life wasn't over yet. Fast forward to Iron Man. Downey, freshly sober and fighting for his second chance, insisted on weaving Burger King into the script. In the now famous scene where Tony Stark escapes captivity in Afghanistan, the first thing he demands upon returning to civilization is an American cheeseburger. Moments later, he holds up a Burger King bag while declaring that Stark Industries will no longer make weapons, a pivotal turning point for the character. To most viewers, it's a throwaway product placement. To Downey, it's a silent monument to his recovery. The parallel is uncanny. Both men, Tony Stark and Robert Downey Jr., were brilliant, reckless, and drowning in self-inflicted ruin. Both experienced a moment of awakening that forced them to confront the wreckage of their lives, and both used that clarity to rebuild something greater. In Stark's case, it was armor. In Downey's, it was resilience. That small fast food cameo buried in the middle of a superhero film carries the weight of personal mythology. It's more than a clever nod. It's a confession, a victory, and a reminder that redemption often begins in the most ordinary of places. For Downey, the burger that once made him sick became a symbol of rebirth. For Tony Stark, it was the first meal of a new life. When the credits rolled on Iron Man, audiences saw the dawn of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But for Robert Downey Jr., that cheeseburger marked something far more profound, the moment a man who had lost everything finally tasted hope again.